Some of your headlines. Tightly contested by-elections in 3 wards are scheduled to take place today at Nongoma in northern KwaZulu-Natal. The ANC, IFP and NFP are involved. In the 2011 municipal election, the IFP for the first time lost control of the Nongoma municipality to the NFP-ANC coalition. These by-elections will test the support of the rival parties ahead of next year's general elections. Political parties have commended the tolerance shown by their supporters ahead of the hotly contested polls. The positions became vacant after 3 IFP councilors resigned, both from the party and their positions, and later joined the ANC. Now, for the latest, we joined on the line by SABC reporter Ayanda Mhlongo. Ayanda, good morning to you. And can you tell us, has the polling stations opened in that area already?
Very good morning to you, Alvis. Yes, indeed, polling stations are open this morning at 7 a.m. and we've been speaking to providing officers. I have visited maybe around 7 polling stations in the 3 different wards here at Nongoma, and the presiding officers have been giving us good reports, basically saying that things have gone off very smoothly. We're expecting around, just to divide the 3 wards, over about 4,000 voters are registered to vote in the 3 wards, and in each of the wards we have a minimum of about 7 voting stations. At the moment, people are trickling in. There hasn't been a high voter turnout currently, but as the day progresses, of course, we are expecting probably to see more people coming through. It is a deep rural area, so people have to walk quite some distances to get to the polling station, and so of course they know that they will close at 7, so they've got really the entire day to make their way through.
Is the weather playing along for the voting today?
Well, yes, it's partly cloudy, otherwise cool. So I think it does really work out. It would really, because it's a lot of gravel as well, a lot of mud. So it helped in that sense. But as you can possibly hear behind me, Elvis, I tell you, I've never seen in all the years that we've been reporting such contestation from the political parties. Outside the voting station where I am, we've got massive marquees, the IFP, the NFP, and also the ANC, and all their parties have deployed their senior members from their party. The IFP has brought in some of its parliamentary leaders, also its provincial leaders. We've got the NFP president, She has also just arrived here at this polling station to be met by hundreds of her supporters outside. We also have the ANC as well that is deployed. Its entire provincial leadership has been spread out across all these polling stations. Also, former police commissioner and also ANC member Betty Sele. He is also at one of the other polling stations. We saw him very briefly. I tell you, when you're talking about highly contested, this is definitely one election these parties are all out, doing everything in their power to ensure that they win.
How was the election campaigns by the 3 political parties leading up to today's voting?
Well, there has been intense campaigning. We've been reporting about it ever since the defections. All these political parties have held major rallies. They've also then had different convoys, and they've been campaigning almost every single day. We understand that from last night, they finished way into the night, going around in loud hailers. Some were doing door-to-door campaigns. As I said, with the different parties, their leadership have in fact been in this area for the past a couple of weeks or so. But obviously, more importantly, is we're coming from an area in Nongoma which has been an IFP stronghold, where this is for the first time that we've seen other parties, particularly the ANC and the NFP, being able to come in and campaign peacefully. There have really been no incidences of any intolerance. We've had no conflict. We've been speaking to the police as well on how the situation is from their side, and they're saying that today everything has really been smooth. So the level of tolerance from the different political parties has really been commendable. Not only, and this is coming, of course, from the different political parties.
Are we expecting some of the big political bigwigs in Nongoma today?
The ANC says some other NEC members might come through. We don't know. But obviously the main thing, and that will be a test of the political maturity of people in this area, will be this evening, Elvis. Around 7 o'clock, the voting stations will close. The IEC tells us that possibly by 9 p.m. we'll be able to get the results. And big things are being planned already in anticipation for that. KNC says that its leaders are going to be here way into the night, and also some of the other political parties. So we'll see during the course of the day, obviously, who comes in from the different political parties. And as we are here reporting to you now, we'll be continuing to bring you the updates of what is happening here in Nongoma.
Wonderful update there from Ayanda Mhlongo. Thank you so much for your time. That was SABC reporter in Nongoma.